Hi everyone, Sebastian here. So today I'm standing with all of you guys. We're going to be doing a workout. We do the exact same workout on the Micro Pro, Mini Pro, and Mega Pro. And during the workout, I'm going to point out maybe some of the differences when you do an exercise on one machine over another. But essentially, I want to show you that when I teach my classes, I only use exercises that are cross-compatible across all the machines. So for me, I never have an issue teaching on any of those machines, and they're absolutely fabulous. So let's get ready. First exercise, we're going to start with an S crunch. So we've put the Micro Pro and the Mini Pro, we have a black spring, and we put 2 white spring on the Mini Pro. So go ahead and sit on the carriage with your feet underneath the strap, and then we'll do the S crunch. And for the S crunch, you're going to put your feet underneath the platform straps. Go ahead and put your hands behind your neck, feet together, knees together. And you're going to slowly rock backward with your torso and then forward. And don't move the carriage yet. You're just moving the torso. You're going to go up for 4 counts and down for 4 counts. So down for 1 and breathe. Down for 2 and breathe. Down for 3 and breathe. Down for 4. Up for 1 and breathe. Up for 2 and breathe. Up for 3 and breathe. Up for 4. Perfect. And Darwin, you think we can turn on the music a little bit more? No. Can you come on this side? I came on that side right here. Nice. There you go. Perfect. Do you want me to be stand over here? If you can turn on the music a bit more? Okay. All right. So look at that footage. This is fantastic. I love that. All 3 like this. So Micro, Mini, Mega Pro. Beautiful. So sitting on the carriage, moving up and down, and they're all doing synchronized swimming. I fucking love this. Perfect. In 10 seconds, you're going to hold it halfway back, and then we're going to go into the torso twist. In 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it halfway. And now without moving the hips, you're going to start to twist to the right, slowly, and then back to the center, and twist to the left slowly. Perfect. So we're going to do the first 2 minutes. We do like basically like a seated crunch. I call this the S crunch. And usually I do this exercise. This is a routine that I teach at the Mega Former Studio on the Mini Pro. It's the same routine I teach on the Micro, on the Mini, because it's a homogeneous routine. It's great for men, women. It's great if on the Mega, on the Mini, the Micro, the Evo. So that routine is adaptable to all models, all fitness model. Beautiful. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to get into the plank on the hands and feet. You guys are going to put your hands on the platform, feet on the carriage. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. So hands on the platform, feet on the carriage. You can keep the platform flat or you can lift it up. Go ahead and go into the other blue line. Beautiful. You're going to keep the shoulders in the sockets. Keep your elbows slightly bent. And from that position, we're going to go from a plank to pike. You're going to lift your hips up for 1 and breathe, up for 2 and breathe, up for 3 and breathe, up for 4, down for 1 and breathe, down for 2 and breathe, down for 3 and breathe, down for 4. Perfect. So slow, controlled, continuous, constant tension. So what's going on over here is Imelda here has the hands on the smaller platform, so it's better for the shoulders. And Trang over here has a little wider grip, but essentially, you know, that's kind of the difference between the Micro really and the Mini and the Mega. Otherwise, the movement is identical. The spring over here, I'm using a black spring and not a white spring on the Micro and the Mini because we're going to be doing a 5-minute sequence over here. So that's part of the Lagree 2.0 base workout where we're doing less exercises, but we're staying longer in an exercise. So we're accommodating by adding more support. Beautiful. In 10 seconds, ladies, we're going to go into a bear. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Go ahead and drop your hips, align your hips right behind the shoulders. Keep the same alignment in your arms, and then slowly bring your knees in for 4 counts and out for 4 counts. Perfect. And then, Christian, I'm going to grab that form from you right over here. There you go. Excellent. I'm trying to keep a nice, trying to keep an accurate record of time. Beautiful. Excellent. So slow, controlled, continuous, constant tension. As you can see over here, the bear is done the exact same way. What happened to my screen over here? Nice. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to hold the bear position and go to a bear crawl. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the knees underneath the hips. And then from that position, you're going to walk up on the carriage a few feet and then walk back. So walk forward and then walk back. There you go. So on the Micro Pro, you can walk the entire length of the carriage. On the Mini Pro, you walk your feet on the first panel. And on the Mini Pro, you just work your feet as well on that panel. Beautiful. And as you can see, same exercise over here. Keeping the shoulders in a socket. Keeping a nice neutral tabletop position. Excellent. Beautiful. Keeping the arms slightly bent. Keep the elbows pointing in. And then taking as many steps as possible to walk up and down. And on the Mega Pro, you're not going to walk the entire length of the carriage. You can always just walk on the first panel. In 10 seconds, we're going to put your feet on the bar, on the Ring of Fire. And we're going to go into a flying crunch in 5, 4, 3, 2. So go ahead and put your feet on the bar on the carriage. Right there. You got it, yeah? Perfect. And from that position, go ahead and align your hips with your shoulders. Keep your knees underneath the hips. And now you're going to start slowly to scoop the knees to the chest. And that's called the flying crunch. Yeah, there you go. And when you do the flying crunch, you want to make sure that you keep your hips perfectly level with the shoulders. So go ahead and drop your hips down a bit more. More. Right here. That's it. And push your carriage out. Just like that. Excellent. And when you bring the carriage in, you're going to bend the knees. So start with your knees under the hips. So this is the starting position. And now pull your knees to your chest. There you go. When you pull your knees to your chest, you want to keep your hips level with the shoulders. There you go. So you don't want to raise the hips. Perfect. You got it. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to stay in the bear position. And we're going to go into a pulse. In 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it, and pulse the hips up and down. Go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Beautiful. Nice. And in 10 seconds, we're going to add the movement of the arms. So we're going to pulse and dip in 5, 4, 3, 2. Pulse and dip. There you go. So add the movement of the arms. Beautiful. Excellent. So you can see over here that variation is done exactly the same way. It doesn't matter which machine you're on. You're doing the exact same workout. Beautiful. Do that for 10 more seconds. And then we're going to change the springs. We're going to go into the runner's lunge. For the runner's lunge, I want you to put the panels in a V position. So the front panel is going to go up. Panel of the carriage is going to go up. Email that, you're going to put a gray spring. Train going to put a gray spring as well. And then we're going to put 4 white spring, 1 gray spring on the Mega Pro. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. Bring the carriage in. Excellent. That's it. You got it. First latch is up. So on this one, you're going to bring this up like this. And then V position. And you got it. And then for this, you want to make sure that this locks over here. You got it. All right. So runner's lunge. Right foot on the platform, left foot on the carriage. Hands on the handles. Going to move the carriage out for 1 and breathe. Out for 2 and breathe. Out 3 and breathe. Out for 4. Out for 5 and breathe. Out for 6. And then bring the carriage back for 6 counts. So on this one, you're going to keep the same body alignment. Right knee over the right ankle. We're going to try to drop the right hip behind the right knee. Hands are in contact with the handles. So Imelda over here is going to suffer a little more because the side handles on the Micro Pro are significantly lower. But don't worry, the new Evo Pro is going to have the exact same height as the new Micro Pro. The Micro Pro is the new direction for the height of the handles. We're going to go shorter because I want to have more range of motion for the legs. Beautiful. So slow, controlled, continuous, constant tension. As you bring the carriage back in, go ahead and keep dropping the hips down, and then try to keep the right hip right behind that knee so that your femur, your thigh bone, right, this right leg over here should be parallel to the side handle over there. Good. Excellent. So obviously on the Mega Pro, you have more room to maneuver your body than on the Micro Pro. But if you know what you're doing, you know, you don't really need all that room. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to do the exact same exercise with the hands behind the neck. We're going to go do a runner's lunge, hands off. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands behind the neck, shoulders back, chin up, chest out. How is that spring for you guys? Is that okay here? Or is it too light? It's too light? The gray spring is too light? All right, bring the carriage back in. Sorry, this is my first class over here. So, you have a gray and a black spring. And it feels too light still? Wow, you are strong. So let's do a red and a black spring. Yeah, let's do red and a black spring. There you go. Try that. Excellent. Sorry, guys, I barely teach. This is my second class on the Micro Pro. And the Mini Pro, I don't teach on that much. Is that better now? You feel the tension? Okay, good. Excellent. So now they both have a red and a black. And on the Mega Pro, we have 4 white spring. I do want the tension to be light enough because we're going to be here for a while. So shoulders back, chin up, chest out. So try not to lean forward on this one. Good. And in 10 seconds, we're going to keep both legs bent. We're going to freeze the legs. We're going to go into that static twist. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep both legs bent. And now twist to the right only. Beautiful. And when you twist, try to keep your body in an upright position. Do not lean forward because we don't want to add more inflammation to that lower back. Perfect. So only twist to the right, right? That's it. Don't twist to the left. Perfect. Yes. Keeping the hips, keeping the sacrum perfectly aligned the platform. And go ahead, drop the hips down for me a little bit more. Beautiful. Nice. Well done. Excellent. Come on, Imelda. Drop the hips for me a little bit more if you can. Woo. By the way, Imelda, how did you feel after that session that we did on the Micro Pro? Were you sore? You was? For how many days? 1 day? Oh, my God. Not acceptable. At least 2 or 3 days, right? In 10 seconds, you're going to continue to twist, but you're going to add the kick. In 5, 4, 3, 2. So go ahead. Twist to the right and kick. There you go. And when you kick the carriage out, you're only going to kick the carriage just 1 number over. So on the rails, you have the indicias. We're only moving the carriage 1 number over. That's all we're doing. Imelda, try to be more in an upright position if you can. There you go. Nice. If you feel now you have too much tension, Imelda, you can slide your left foot up on that panel. It's going to be a lot less tension, right? So you can adjust the tension just by moving your foot back. Is that better now? Yes. Perfect. And you can try, you can do the same thing. You can move your left foot back if you want to. There you go. Right? That's the beauty about the panels is that if you have too much tension, you can correct it just by moving your foot back on the panel. Fantastic. 10 more seconds. And then you're going to stay back facing the front. You're going to raise your arm up. We're going to go into the pulse in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Lift your arms up. Drop your shoulders. And pulse up and down. There you go. Up and down. Beautiful. And as you pulse down, try to go deeper each time. Perfect. Excellent. Keeping your chin up. Beautiful. Working those thighs. Love it. Yes. Never coming all the way up. Keeping all that tension on that right leg. I absolutely love this. There you go. Give me 10 more seconds. And then we're going to twist to the left. And we're going to go into the skidding facing Darwin in 5, 4, 3, 2. Beautiful. Right foot on the platform, left foot on the carriage on those numbers. Bend your legs, stick your butt out, and then move the carriage out for 1 and breathe, out for 2 and breathe, out for 3 and breathe, out for 4, out for 5 and breathe, out for 6 and in for 1, slow, in for 2, slow, in for 3, slow, in for 4, in for 5, in for 6. We're doing a 6 counts for the legs. Perfect. But if you guys can go even slower, go for it. And let's try to bend those legs more, right? You can extend the arms in front of you and try to sit a little lower. Bend those legs. Nice. Excellent. And when you push the carriage out, let's not lock that left leg. Okay, keep the left leg a little bent when you move the carriage out. Perfect. And you guys are looking fantastic. Christian, Darwin, that look, Moses, that looks great. Love that. Beautiful. How you guys feeling? Good? Yes? How's the tension? Okay? If the tension still feels a little too heavy, You can always, again, move your feet out more on the platform. So if you want to, you can move your right foot out of the straps. And then for the skating, you don't need to have your foot under the strap, right? You can have your foot over it. So feel free to move your foot up if you want to on the pad, yeah. And that will actually make the exercise a little easier. Is that better now? Yeah, that's it. All right. In 10 seconds, you're going to put your hands behind your neck. And as you kick the carriage out to the left, you're going to twist to the right. In 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to do twist and skating. There you go. So as you kick the carriage out, twist to the right. There you go. Just like that. Beautiful. And when you do that twisting and skating, remember to keep your sacrum in a sacred position. That means that the sacrum is actually going to stay aligned with the side of the megaformer. You guys are doing fantastic. Try to bend the legs a little bit more. Keep that lower arch in the arch in that lower spine. Beautiful, guys. Love it. Nice. And then bend those legs a little bit more. Perfect. In 10 seconds, we're going to go into the reverse skating. You're going to be pressing from the right leg. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and now press from the right leg and out for 1 and breathe. Out for 2 and breathe. Out for 3 and breathe. Out for 4 and breathe. Out for 5 and breathe. Out for 6. In for 1, slow. In for 2, slow. In for 3. In for 4. In for 5. In for 6. Oh yeah, just like that. And then try to keep that lower profile, bend those legs. Beautiful. Reminding you that when it gets a little too difficult, just move your feet up on the panels, and that will reduce the tension. This is the best part when you're working on the springs. You can automatically reduce the tension from the spring just by placing your feet in a higher position on the panels. In 10 seconds, we're going to put the hands behind the neck, and we're going to add the twist to this motion. In 5, 4, 3, 2, twisting and reverse skating. And now you're going to twist toward the left leg. Beautiful. And try not to lock the right leg. Keep your legs bent. Beautiful. So when I teach on the Micro Pro, Mini Pro, Mega Pro in the same class, really the only difference is how you're going to call the indicias, because the numbers are different. On the front platform, the number is 0, but on the carriage, the numbers are different because the size of the carriage is also different. So I'm not really referring to those numbers. The spring is also going to be slightly different, but the Micro Pro and the Mini Pro share the exact same spring, so that's an easy one. It's only the Mega Pro because the Mega Pro doesn't have 4 kinds of spring. It has 3 kinds, and it's got a super light spring. In 10 seconds, we're going to go back in the middle, and then we're going to go into the pulse. In 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it in the middle, and pulse up and down. Perfect. And just in case you're wondering, we are 70 minutes into the workout. Beautiful. So here you can see the difference between the side handles, right? Look at how they both have pretty much the same range of motion, but you can see all the distance that Imelda has between her butt and the side handles. And when you go on the Mega Pro over here, you have a lot less because the handles are much higher up. There you go. So obviously for these exercises, you can have way more range of motion on that on the Micro Pro. And all the Micro Pro are exactly at the same height, right? It's about 16 1/4. Come on, guys. Bend those legs a bit more. Bend those legs. There you go. I know it's a demo. There you go. It's not technically a real class, right? But let's pretend it's a real class for a second. 10 more seconds, and then we're going to go back to that runner's lunge left leg. In 5, 4, 3, 2, beautiful. Put your left foot on the platform, right foot on the carriage. Nice. That's it. Hands on the handles. So that first minute and a half, we're going to keep the hands on the handles, keeping the left leg bent, keeping the hips and the shoulders aligned, shoulders away from the ears. Keep the spine in a neutral spine, and then slowly press the carriage out for 6 counts, right? Out for 1 and breathe. Out for 2 and breathe. Out for 3 and breathe. Out for 4. Out for 5 and breathe. Out for 6. In for 1 and slow. You know, see, I can't even count anymore. Can't wait for this lights. But we're so tired of counting all the time. My God. You know, it's coming because I had another meeting with the engineer today. So we're going to get a sample, I think, in 2 weeks. And hopefully these lights will be in your hands by June. Good. Hands on the handles. Grab the handles. Beautiful. Nice. Slow. Controlled. Continuous. Constant tension. Bend that left leg. Make it work. Working the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, the inner thighs, the outer thighs, the calves. Beautiful. Keeping that small arch in that lower back. You got it. Out for 1 and breathe. Out for 2 and breathe. Out for 3 and breathe. Out for 4. Out for 5 and breathe. Out for 6. In 10 seconds, we're going to place the hands behind your neck. We're going to go into the runner's lunge, hands off. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Be in an upright position. Elbows align the shoulders and the ears, and then slowly press the carriage out. Woo! Imelda, you okay there? There you go. You need a pole? Oh, Moses, can we get a pole? Nice. Excellent. The difference when you move the carriage, guys, is that the Mega Pro carriage is going to be heavier than the Mini Pro, than the Micro Pro. Nice. Beautiful, guys. Excellent. Bend those legs a bit more, a little deeper. Perfect. You got it. 30 more seconds. And then we're going to hold the legs bent. C'est super comme ça. Hein? Yeah. Huh? It's nice to see that way. Good. I like that. I like to see the comparison this way. 10 seconds. You're going to hold it. And we're going to go into the static twist. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. And now twist toward the left side. Slow, controlled, continuous, constant tension. As you twist, keep your elbows and your shoulders and your ears all on one line. And then twisting toward the left side only. Not kicking the carriage out yet. Good. We're going to kick the carriage in about 30 seconds. Good. Bend, bend, bend those legs. Good. Drop, drop, drop those hips. Try to be at a lower angle. Yes. Very nice. Keep going. Excellent. 25 more seconds. Shoulders back. Nice. You all feel that burn in the thighs? Good. See, there you go. All burning. 5, 4, 3, 2. Add the kick to the twist. Twist and kick. There you go. And remember, it's a small twist and a small kick. When you move that carriage out, you don't have to kick it all the way out. You just want to initiate the movement. And don't forget to breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Or breathe out, breathe in. Either way works. That's it. Nice. Keep going. Perfect. Bend, bend, bend those legs. You got it. Yes. Come on, Imelda, go a little lower. Imelda is playing safe on the Micro Pro here. I can tell. Nice. Excellent. She's like, it's not a real class, so I'm just going to do a little bit on the machine, pretending to work out. But since it's not a real LOD class, this class is going to be on Lagree On Demand, but it's also going to be on the website, part of the comparison. Because some people think that they can't teach a mega former workout on the Micro or a mini workout on the Micro. And now, obviously, we prove these people wrong. I was going to say something else, but stay here. Hold it right here. Keep both legs bent, arms up, and pause. Go up, down, up, down. So all the exercises that I'm adding on LOD, all these variations are for this type of exercise. The reason I'm adding so many variations on the skating, on the runner's lunge, on the kneeling torso twist, on the side plank, the reverse plank, the bear, it's because all these exercises are cross-compatible. All the exercises that are not cross-compatible, I'm moving away from. Go up, down, perfect. 10 more seconds, and then we're going to turn facing that beautiful white wall. So if you were in Antarctica, this is exactly how it would look like. In 5, 4, 3, 2, skating, left foot on the platform, right foot on the carriage. Go out for 1 and breathe, out for 2 and breathe, out for 3 and breathe, out for 4, out for 5 and breathe, out for 6, and nice and slow, beautiful. And as you move the carriage out, keep your hips at the same low level. So when you do a skating on either one of those machines, it could be the Micro Pro, the Mini Pro, or the Mega Pro, it is an instant butt lift. That is the beauty about those panels with that exercise. Now, I don't use the panel only for the runners skating. I use the panels for pretty much everything, okay? Nice, excellent. And then bend those legs, stick your butt all the way out, beautiful. Make sure to keep that arch in that lower spine, sticking the butt all the way out. You got it. Nice. And on this one again, you don't need to have your feet under the straps. You can have your feet over the straps. Just in case if you need to ease the tension, you can slide your feet up on the panels, and that will make life a lot easier. In 10 seconds, we're going to have the twist. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and as you press the carriage out, twist to the left. Yeah, beautiful, just like that. You got it. Nice, slow, controlled, continuous, constant tension. Excellent. Bend those legs. There you go. Try to maintain that lower profile. Beautiful. Love it. Excellent. Nice. Love this one. So these I'm teaching all my favorites. After this one, so there are some adaptation that unfortunately you cannot do on the Micro Pro when it's lifted, right? So usually after this one, I do I go into the kneeling torso twist, and I do the one-knee kneeling torso twist, which you cannot do on the Micro Pro, but on the Micro Pro we can still do a kneeling torso twist, and then we can still do a diagonal kneeling torso twist. So we'll do those ones, and then the side planks and stuff like that. So yes, there are some adjustments on the Micro and the Mini Pro, but very few. Right? Not very few. Not that many. 10 more seconds, and then we're going to press on the left leg in 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse skating coming out, out for 1 and breathe, out for 2 and breathe, out, 3 and breathe, out, 4 and breathe, out, 5 and breathe, out, for 6 and in, for 1 slow, in, for 2 slow, in, for 3 slow, in, for 4, in, for 5, in, for 6, perfect, slow, control, continuous, constant tension. There you go. Beautiful. Excellent. Keeping that low profile. Love it. Excellent. Now in the future, I'm going to change the springs so that all the springs have basically the same number or the same reference on all the models. So that way it makes teaching a lot easier. And then go ahead and add a twist to the reverse skating in 5, 4, 3, 2. Press the carriage out and twist to the right. Beautiful triangle. There you go. Nice. Keep that low profile. Bend, bend, bend those legs. Ooh, yes. Nice. Just like that. Love it. Excellent. A little slower. Try to keep that lower profile. Love it. Nice. Keep going. Excellent. Bend, bend, bend those legs. Keep that low profile. Yeah. And now we're closing in on the 28 minutes, 27 minutes. So by the time we're done with our leg sequence, we should be almost at 30 minutes. Nice. In 10 seconds, you're going to go back in the middle and do the pulse in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it in the middle and pulse. Go up, down, little pulse. There you go. Beautiful. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Little pulse. Come on, Imelda. Go to lower. Oh, yeah. I can see those muscles shaking from here. I can see you taking it easy. There you go. Come on, Trang. Same thing. Blah, blah, blah. A little deeper. There you go. Work it. Work it. Keep going. 20 more seconds. And then we're going to go into the kneeling torso twist. For the kneeling torso twist, on the Micro Pro, we're going to put a black spring. I think that's going to be enough, maybe black and a white. We'll do the same treatment on the Mini Pro. And on the Mega Pro, we'll put 4 white spring or maybe 3 white spring. Coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Kneeling torso twist. For that one, we have to put the panel down on the carriage. And then we're going to be facing this way, facing me. You're all going to grab the, or you want to keep a black spring? You can keep a black spring. Well, you know what? We'll put 3 white spring, I think, on this one. Yeah. There you go. You're going to kneel on the carriage. Now, 3 different positions for this exercise. So on this one, you're going to put your knees inside the channel, and you're going to put your feet against the bar or inside the bar. Perfect. You're going to have to put your feet against the bar, and then imelda, you have your feet inside. Perfect. So go ahead and start with the handles in front of you, and then slowly twist to the left. Perfect. Nice. So for this exercise, you can see there's 3 different kneeling positions, but they're all good. The one thing is on the Micro Pro, you're not going to get the assistance of the Ring of Fire. Now, maybe in the future, if I see that the Micro Pro becomes a very hot machine, which I think it's going to become, I'm toying with a macro. I've been told don't do a macro and a micro, but it's me. It's Sebastian. I might do a macro. If I do a macro, it would be a fatter version of the micro. It will be the same length, but it's slightly wider. So if you all are in favor for a macro, let Daddy know. Good. So on this one over here, we have feet against the bar, knees inside the channel, so that helps you to basically keep your sacrum from moving. Over here, we don't have the channels, but we have the Ring of Fire, which still allows you to keep your sacrum stable. And on the Micro Pro, we don't have the Ring of Fire, but we have the channel, which also allows you to keep the hips stable. So 3 different ways, right? And I'm always looking at ways to making sure that you are completely secure on the machine. So here, 3 different ways to do the same exercise. The best way for this one would be the Mega Pro, but on the Mini Pro and the Micro Pro, you get an equal amount of stability. In 10 seconds, ladies, we're going to go into the diagonal torso twist. For that one, you're going to sit on your heels, turn facing the pulley, and then as you twist facing toward the opposite side, you're going to stand up, right? So that's the exercise. That's the diagonal twist in 5, 4, 3, 2. Diagonal twist, sit on your heels, turn facing the pulley, and then come back up. Beautiful. Excellent. Nice. And then we're going to keep that same spring load, because after this we're going to go into a reverse side plank. Excellent. And for the reverse side plank, we're going to do a reverse side plank torso twist, and then we're going to go into the reverse nighthawk, which is a torso twist and a leg kick. Now when you do this one, keep your eyes on your hands, right? And when you lift your hands up, don't twist too much right to the left, just a tight turn to the left. Beautiful. Nice. How's the tension, everyone? Okay? All right. Imelda, you have a black spring only, right? Okay. And Trent, you have a black spring too? Okay. Nice. The spring I'm not too good about because I don't teach enough on the Mini Pro and the Micro Pro, unfortunately. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, the reverse side plank. You can keep the same spring. We can keep the panel up. And what you can do, you can put your right elbow on the carriage. You're going to be facing the same direction. And put your feet on the front platform. So on your feet, on your elbow. Perfect. Now you're going to put your left hand behind your neck. And then the first exercise is just a torso twist. You're going to twist the torso. There you go, and then come back up. And when you do this exercise, though, we don't want to twist the hips. So the hips over here are always being vertical. So again, so this is like doing a kneeling torso twist. We don't want to turn or twist the hips or the sacrum. We're only twisting the torso. Yeah, there you go, just like that. Beautiful. Now the Mini Pro is probably among my favorite because it has that fat rail over here. So there's a lot of exercise you can do with that rail that you can't do on the Mini Pro or on the Micro Pro because that rail is golden. There's about 1,000 exercises that you can actually do with that monorail, and that is the direction of Lagree, by the way. All right, in 10 seconds, we're going to add the movement of the legs. So as we twist, we're going to bend those knees in 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, so as you twist the torso, bend those knees, and then go back out. Perfect. The reason I added so much springs, right, on this one, more support, it's because we're staying here for 2 minutes, essentially. Nice, perfect. And when you move that carriage, don't go too far in. Keep the movement limited because otherwise it's going to throw your hips out of alignment. Good. You got it. All right, give me 10 more seconds, everyone. And then we're going to go into the reverse plank. In 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, bring the carriage back in. Okay, for the reverse plank, it's probably time to add some springs. So email that. You can go one black, one white. Triangle, we're going to put a black and a white spring as well, yes. And if you want to add one more springs, you can. Excellent. So reverse plank, you're going to put your feet on the front platform. Keep your hands on the carriage. So you're going to put your hands on number 5 if you want to, or by number 2. Yeah, you're fine. So going to the reverse plank. Excellent. What's that? Your spring fell off? Or you have like the white spring on? Oh, the white. Oh, that is the white spring. So if your spring fell on, boop, put it back right over here. You see how easy that is? There you go. That's the cool thing about the micro. If the spring falls off, you can put it on right away. All right, from that position, you're going to go from plank to pike. Slowly lift your hips up. Go up for 1 and breathe. Up for 2 and breathe. Up for 3. Up for 4 and breathe. Up. Down for 1. Slow. Down for 2. Down for 3. Down for 4. And then you can go, of course, at your own space. Keep the shoulders in a socket. Keep your elbows slightly bent. Nice. Excellent. So slow, controlled, continuous. I know they do everything synchronized. Yeah, it's synchronized swimming. Love it. That was not even part of the plan, but they decided to all be sync. So I'm like, fine. Okay. We get more production value if you guys would all coordinate it. That's fine. Love it. In 10 seconds, you're going to hold the plank position. We're going to go into the reverse mountain climber. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it right here. And then bring one knee to the chest and switch. So right, left, right, left. You can crisscross if you want to, but if you crisscross, I don't want you to move those hips, right? So try to hold it, not moving the sacrum. Right over here. That's it. You want to keep your sacrum flat and align with the shoulders. There you go. That's it. Nice. You got it. Slow. Controlled. Continuous. Constant tension. Keep the shoulders in a socket. Arms slightly bent. Move the right knee to the right chest. Left knee to the left chest. You got it. Nice. 20 more seconds, and then we're going to go back on our left elbow, go back into the reverse side plank. And right now, about 36 minutes into the workout. So we'll finish the obliques, and then we'll add some biceps. Or actually, we're going to add some exercise on the back end, and then that'll be it. In 5, 4, 3, 2, bring the carriage in. Lean on your left side, left elbow on the carriage, feet on the platform. Keep your hips aligned, sustain the other blue line, put your right hand behind your neck, and then reverse side plank, torso twist, twist that torso, but remember, do not twist the hips. Nice, just like that, perfect, you got it. Excellent. Find that spot, there you go. Make sure the shoulder stays in the socket, make sure you're properly anchored with your left arm. Good, and then slowly twisting. Perfect, good. 20 more seconds, and then we're going to add the movement of the legs. We're going to twist and bend the legs, and that's called the Nighthawk. Almost there. Keep going. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Start to bend the knees. So you're going to twist and bend those knees. There you go. And then push out. And then remember that when you do this exercise, don't move the carriage too much. Only move the carriage one number over. So look at the rail and only move the carriage one number over. Nice. Keep going. Woo! That's it. You got it. Beautiful, ladies. Give me 20 more seconds. And then we're going to go back to that kneeling torso twist. Keep going. Nice. Excellent. 10, 9, good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. I know those side planks are a bitch. Yes. All right, grab the black handles. Go back in that kneeling torso twist, facing the opposite direction. Find your spot on the carriage. Nice. So kneeling torso twist. Keep the handles in front of you, and then start to twist to the right, pulling from the left side. Good. Make sure you're solidly anchored, either in a channel, either using the ring of fire, or either both. Nice. Excellent. And remember to keep the twist very tight, okay? Don't twist too much. And then really focus on keeping the sacrum stable. Shoulders in the sockets, hands aligned. Man, my chest is still sore, Darwin. I can't even do this one. I did a chest on Monday, chest workout of Darwin and Christian. Oh my God, my chest is so sore today. Oh, we're moving differently. Yeah, same thing on my lats too. My whole body is sore today. Good, man, I love it. I've been sore all my life. I don't know if I'm sore because I'm old or because I just worked out, but it doesn't matter. I'm sore every day. There you go. Excellent. Beautiful. Keep your chin up, keep the hands up. Excellent. In 20 seconds, we're going to go into the diagonal twist. Good. How you guys feeling? Good? Yeah? You like that routine there? Good. Excellent. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And now sit on your heels and then turn facing the pulley. There you go. And then back up. Excellent. Nice. Good. I feel like we should do some classic ones. So maybe after this, what we'll do a quick set of teaser, catfish, teaser, spoon. We'll do 30 seconds of each, just to kind of show people how this exercise are kind of done. Because I know these are among people's favorite exercise, but we're moving away from this, right? So I'm sorry, guys. The catfish is evolving into more like an exercise between a catfish and a bear. The twister is staying for right now. Spoon kind of staying as well. Good, but I'm evolving all these exercises as we're evolving the equipment. Stay in the upright position, though. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop the handle. Perfect. We're going to go to twister left side. For the twister, I want everyone to raise the panel on the carriage. And then you're going to keep a black spring because we're going to be here for a couple minutes. And then for the mini pro, make sure that you lock it that way. All right. So make sure you keep black spring. Twister left side. So facing this way. So right foot in the back, hands on the handles. There you go. I want you to make sure that you have your shoulders away from the ears. Everything is nice and aligned, and then pulling really from the side. So a twister is like basically doing a side plank to pike, right? That's exactly the same exercise. And I much prefer the twister with the feet on the panel up. This is a game changer that gives you the perfect amount of support, and then you can really feel it in your obliques. Nice, ladies. Good. And again, over here, we put a little bit more tension just so that we have more support because we're gonna be here for a couple minutes. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to go into a catfish in 5, 4, 3, 2. So keep your hands on the handles. For the catfish, I want your feet all the way up on that panel. There you go. And you're going to see why. Move your feet up on that panel. You can move your feet up on the panel. There you go. And then you're going to see how that is actually helping you to keep your hips now perfectly aligned the shoulders. This is a problem, especially with petite body style, that, you know, to keep the hips up. But now look at this. Look at the help that you're getting from the panel. It's like high heels essentially. So now it becomes way easier for you guys to keep that perfect body alignment. So there's less fatigue on the shoulders. And now this is a more structurally sound exercise, just like that. And as you can see over here, whether you're on the Mini Pro, the Micro Pro, the Mega Pro, form is the same. You get the same assist with those panels. Good. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to twist the other side in 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep your hands on the handles. Turn facing the other side. There you go. So this is a quick bonus round just to show you how this exercise are done across all the machine. Just so that when you guys are telling me that, well, can you do this exercise? I don't think you can do this exercise. Say, shut the fuck up. Of course you can. There you go. Excellent. Shoulders in a socket. There's going to be some exercises that are lost in the evolution, but that's because you guys are teaching some exercises that are not Lagree. If you stick to Lagree, you can teach all the exercise on all the machines, whether the past, future, or present. But if you teach other exercises that are not Pilates, then of course, I mean not Pilates, they're not Lagree, then of course, you know, you're going to have an issue. You're going to edit that one out, Darwin. 10 more seconds, and then we're going to go to that reverse spoon in 5, 4, 3, 2. So stay on the front. You're going to turn around. Feet on the panel, hands on the handles. Love it. And you can keep your feet all the way up over here if you want to, on the top of the panel, wherever you want. You get a nice amount of support, and you're going to rock those hips back and forth. Keep your arms slightly bent. So here, this is when I prefer the Micro Pro, because if you look at Imelda's shoulders, the side handles are much closer. It's a much better position for her. Here we have the hands slightly wider and then super wide on that one, and it's almost too wide over here. So that's why I prefer these the side handles on the Micro Pro, right? So each machine is going to have its own strength. Good. Perfect. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to bend those knees, and we're going to go into a tricep dip. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep both legs bent in the upright position, and then dip. You're going to bend your arms down and then up. Perfect. Nice. Slow, controlled, continuous, constant tension. Beautiful. Working those triceps. Excellent. So over here, Imelda again has the better machine now because the handles are a little closer together. Beautiful. Back straight. Nice. 10 more seconds. And then we're going to finish on the back. We're going to put a light spring, and we'll do 2 or 3 minutes on the bear, and then we're done. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, excellent. So go ahead. You can use a silver spring for you. We're going to put the panel up on the back end, and then you're going to use a light spring. Use the white spring for you. Imelda, use the white spring only. And then we're going to lift the panel up over here. Okay? Perfect. All right, guys. This is the last one because I got to go. We're going to put the hands on top of the panel. Feet over here can be actually on the ring of fire. Go ahead. You can put your feet all the way on the ring of fire. And then first exercise, you're going to start with the bear. So go ahead, go into a bear. We'll do a bear for 30 seconds. Then we're going to do a reverse giant flying crunch. And then we're going to combine it all into a reverse giant extended bear. And then we're going to add a push-up. It's a fantastic sequence. Good. Excellent. So keeping the hips perfectly aligned with the shoulders, moving the knees in and out. Good. In 10 seconds, you're going to keep the knees under the hips, and we'll do the flying crunch. In 5, 4, 3, 2. And now go ahead, pull your knees to your chest. Nice strength. There you go, just like that. Good. And as you crunch the spine, as you flex the spine, you're going to pull your knees to your chest, but keep your hips at the same level of the shoulders. Yeah, there you go. Nice. 10 more seconds, and then we're going to reintegrate the bear into that exercise. In 5, 4, 3, 2. So now move the carriage all the way back out again. And then bring your knees back to your chest. So now bear plus reverse giant flying crunch. We call this the reverse giant extended bear. There you go. Beautiful. Excellent. And in 10 seconds, when you go back into a plank position, you can go into a push-up. Good. Yes. And I cannot wait for the ramp on the Mega Pro. The ramp is going to just enhance the exercise super well. 5, 4, 3, 2. Add a push-up. When you go into the plank, and then go into the bear. Oh, yes. Nice. Good job, guys. Perfect. 10 more seconds. 10 more seconds. You're going to kneel on the carriage. You're going to go into the reverse giant wheelbarrow. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Knees on the carriage. Hands on the top of the panel. Keep the panel up. There you go. And you're going to get more tricep activation here because you have the panel up. There you go. You can stay on your elbows if you want to. And you can grab the panel on the side or on the top over here. If you grab it on the top, you're going to get way more tricep activation. If you grab it right over here, this is going to burn the triceps. I love this one. Good. I was with Darwin and Christian the other day, and we were doing the reverse giant cobra on the Mega Pro with the ramp. I only got 4 repetitions, and I was sore for a couple of days. It's fucking amazing. I love this one. Good. So slow, controlled, continuous, constant tension. I love this. Excellent. 49 minutes. In 10 seconds, going to sit on your heels. We're going to stretch. We're going to do a child pose. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay right there. Keep your hands on the platform. Child pose. Move your knees out. I love it when the plans work. Fantastic. And that, my friends, is a 50-minute workout on all the machine. Micro Pro, Mini Pro, Mega Pro. You can turn around, finish for psoas stretch. You can put your right foot on the floor. We're going to move the panel down for that one for you. There you go. Left knee on the carriage. You got it. Nice. Thank you so much. How you feel? That was amazing. There you go. How you feel? Good? Yeah, almost died. Yeah? Good. Okay, so now we'll do the exact same workout and it's going to switch place. So 2 more times we're going to do it. The face. I'm sorry, that was a terrible joke. You know. All right, come up and switch side. Yeah, because I have to make sure you all do the same workout on the different machines, and then you can tell me. That was very good. Go, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, ladies, thank you so much for coming. And then, oops, I'm going to go back in front of the camera right here very quickly. All right, guys, so now you've seen it. The same workout on all 3 machines. If you have any questions, concerns, comments, recommendations, suggestions, you put them in a bottle and you put it in the ocean, and then one day we'll receive it. And when I open the message, I'm like, hey, that was a great idea. All right. If you have any questions, my name is Sebastian. Thank you. Good job, guys. All right. Beautiful. All right. Sorry, guys. And I have